My name is Irmante Stazyte. I'm Global Director of Tax at Duracell. Vertex is, for me, community, network, and I would say friends. Vertex Exchange for me is, well, actually, exactly that, exchange of experience, again, the networking and community. Vertex has helped us streamline in general all of our indirect tax process. Actually, it was a starting point to think about automation and really how to eliminate any kind of manual work, inefficient processes, which at the time was very strategic, I would say, because in the meantime, a lot of jurisdictions started to impose automation upon us, and we're kind of already ready with, or planted seeds with Vertex to get ready to those new requirements. So it ended up a very strategic decision to use Vertex. The main benefit implementing Vertex first has been really eliminating the manual decision making and kind of setting certain controls already, at the system level. So and not relying on individuals and on transactional basis sort of validations and so on. So it really has been, again, a very strategic, I would say, tool initially, right, to kind of manage our indirect tax processes. I would recommend Vertex because it is a tax product for tax people, and it's a very complicated topic, tax, right? And a very risky matter as well, and very difficult to explain outside of the tax community. So the fact that with Vertex you deal with tax people, for tax people, on tax matters actually makes a lot of difference. And that really is a difference when you have, this abundance of all the IT tools, technologies, etc. You don't have to really necessarily reverse engineer the wheel. You have there the people that understand you and understand what your needs are and how to meet those challenging requirements kind of together. So for me, the key is that it is tax for tax. The benefits of tax technology solution, well, first of all, it's a necessity. It's not an option to have a tax technology solution. So you start with those, the ones that are absolutely mandatory for you to have because they are imposed upon you by the authorities. And then, once you're there, you really need to think more strategically what is that you want. How do you want your tax function to look like? Do you want it kind of just try to catch up continuously with the legislation, or be more proactive? And I think if you choose the latter, I think that's where you see a lot of opportunities in general in the decision-making and more strategic matters and really in business partnerships. So way beyond just meeting the requirements imposed by the authorities, but really that of partnership, business partnership. My favorite part of Vertex Exchange has been Pierluigi Collina. Not because I like football, but because I thought that it was incredibly inspirational. And in general, how do you deal with a very complex job and how do you manage that? And I think, of course, a lot of us can relate that in a tax environment. So I thought it was a great analogy that, he could bring to this group. But then, of course, I loved the presentation about the future of VAT, sort of, out of the box thinking, how this kind of patch system could actually transform over time as the world is changing. I thought that was very interesting. And of course, all of the ideas when you see that Vertex is thinking about, what AI and ChatGPT brings and how it would transform the industry, that was also very inspirational and really a lot of food for thought. So I love that as well. I am certainly thinking to make it my annual must-go event. I really, really liked it. I've been last time to Vertex Exchange, I think, in 2019, so I really, really miss this environment. And that would be great if I could make it my yearly go-to. Excited to attend next year's Vertex Exchange in Berlin.